Do you want to hear less
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
and more? Join me as I review my Thor Diamond 1 rank up game. We'll go over my mindset, some mistakes I made, and some things that I did well that you can implement into your games so you can rank up. Let's get into it. Their Bucky immediately hooks both Cloak and Dagger and Groot, so I try and save them. Unfortunately, it looks like I get picked here. My team is still fighting here, so I need to get back as soon as I can to help them out. And as a tank, I want to get in here and make space. They're down a healer, so this fight should be a lot easier for us. I want to get the Bucky out of here. He takes care of himself, fortunately. I see that Magneto is one shot here, so I go after him. Now I'm trying to pressure everybody off a point so that way we can cap. Their Black Panther actually gets behind us and picks our Cloak and Dagger here, which is really huge. But we still kept the point right here, so it doesn't even matter because she will be right back. And with their Black Panther dead, it's actually going to be them who is going to be down a player for the next fight. Unfortunately, our magic does get picked here, so I'm going to play around the backer cart and try and be safe. I pop Awakening here for some burst damage and to try and pressure them back. Just trying to push cart along. I'm trying to make space here, but I'm also trying to use the corner and the natural environment as cover, so that way I'm taking stress off my healers. Looks like me and Thor have the same idea here. I'm really just trying to apply pressure here and be a presence for my team. Just checking my back line, making sure everything's okay and we're pushing cart okay, so then I can move up. It's actually risky to pop Awakening here because I'm surrounded by so many enemies. I should have definitely been safer when I did that. Fortunately, it works out. I'm going to jump into this Invisible Woman ult and try and provide a little bit of pressure, see what's going on. I don't want to give them all that space for free if we don't have to. I'm trying to do damage with Awakening here. Their Magneto pops my Cloak and Dagger, which is really unfortunate. Me and Iron Fist work together to take out Invisible Woman. Their Luna pops ult, so I'm just going to back off here because nothing's going to die in that. So right here I pop Awakening to get some burst damage off. It looks like I'm alone on point, so I should have been more conscious of where my team was and tried to play with them more, and I probably would have survived that. We're now at an advantage because of the picks we got when I was dead. So I'm trying to get back and we're going to try and push this point. Okay, so I see their Loki and Bucky here. I definitely want to keep them out of the fight if I can and not let them touch. So Bucky does get through and pops ult. Fortunately, it looks like it's not going to do much. We pick Loki, Scroll Girl and Bucky, and at this point we kind of just clean up. So I want to push up here and make space for my team. I don't want to get too far ahead of them and get caught out though. Double back, make sure that my team's with me. Pop Awakening for some burst damage down this hallway. If I'm being honest, I get a little too aggressive here and push up a little too far. I pop my ultimate anyways. It wasn't very effective, but at least I don't die, which is a plus. I want to try and help get rid of this Venom. Now that they're down 4, we have a huge advantage, and we want to push this cart as fast as we can. So naturally, I pull back to be Cart Princess for a minute. It's at this point that I realize I need to get up here and help my team because the enemies are coming back and my team is not going to stay back and push cart. So I just need to help with this team fight to get this game won. I push Venom back here, just trying to make some space. I pop Awakening here and trying to use this corner for some cover. Invisible Woman popped her ult, but she was right outside of it, so I was able to kill her still. That was absolutely clutch for capping this point. I get low, so I want to get back here. Want to get this Bucky going. There's honestly a lot of ultimates, a lot of chaos here. I'm just trying to push everybody off point if I can to try and push us to the end. We have less than 2 meters to go, so all we have to do is push them off long enough to get that distance and recap up, trying to avoid Thor's ult there. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think there's much else to explain here. I'm just really trying to get everybody off a point and cap. Just like that.
Score is 0, 2, 3.
I usually like to start the round about here, but my team is pushing up, so I'm going to push up with them so they don't die alone. A lot of times playing with your team is better than making a good play completely by yourself. The reason that I don't like this position is because we're too close to their spawn and they can just walk back into the spawn room and get healed. So it looks like group backs off here, which is good. So right here, I'm just popping Awakening to do damage from a distance and then backing up so I don't get caught out of position. I like to swing my hammer just to apply pressure because it can stop an attack from happening because they are ready for your attack. I'm going to go back and get some heals here. Here I noticed that they're pressuring us back, so I'm just going to kind of slowly move back and play it safe. I'm going to play around this corner. And then I pop Awakening here to get a lot of burst damage out. I really want to try and hold this choke if I can. I don't want them to come through here, because once they come through here, it really opens up what options they have for lanes of attack. So I start to get low here, group peels for me. I'm waiting for heals, but I'm not getting any, so I go to point to see what's going on. Mr. Fantastic is here, so I need a peel and get rid of him. I don't actually get rid of him. Luna pops ult, and then it looks like I die here. I definitely should have backed off and played more as a team and not tried to hold space as much. I think that was a mistake on my part. So here I want to try and touch point. It doesn't look like I'm able to get it, so I'm just going to back off here, pop Awakening for pressure so they don't try and follow me out. If I'm being completely honest, I think Groot is a little far up, but again, I would rather be there with him, helping him, than fall back and have him die and then we lose the team fight anyways. So I just kind of go with him and hope he falls back, which he does. I'm trying to stall point here, take care of that Namor. I'm just trying to keep stalling, basically. The longer that we fight right here, the less time they have near the end to try and push us. So here I use my ultimate to try and stagger them. I get Bucky. I come back to try and regroup with my team, get some healing. Right now we are doing a really good job of holding space and not letting them push up. So my Luna ults here, I'm not exactly sure why. It looks like it pays off with that Namor ult though. And I just come back here to try and help my team and make sure everything is good. As a tank, you want to make space, but if there's no team to make space for, you're kind of not doing anything. There's not a lot going on right now because they're regrouping to come back. So I'm kind of just making sure that no one's going to push from behind and nobody's going to sneak up on us. So here I get hooked by Bucky. My first thought is get the fuck out. I get stuck on this wall, unfortunately, and that ends up costing me my life. My Luna is with me here, so I'm going to try and get into the fight. Now what I would have liked here is to hit the Mr. Fantastic with my bubble, pop my Awakening from safety, and then try and do that again. Instead, I kind of just dive a little bit, realize I'm in over my head, and then come back without providing any real value. So here I just want to wait to regroup with my team. So here I want to just go in and do tank things. Unfortunately, I am a little too deep. With my Awakening popped, I have no escape, and that does end up costing me my life. So from death, Strange is portaling. We portal in behind the enemy. Okay, I should go after that Luna. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like my target selection here. I look a little bit lost. So here I dive in and then pop Awakening, which is a really bad habit that I have that actually costs me a lot of lives. Right now what I'm trying to do is wait for Luna's ult to end so that way I can kill her out of it. Unfortunately, I was slightly too early. What I think I should have done there is stick to Luna and try and get her out of the fight. So now that we're at a person advantage, we want to try and get these guys out of here and clean up the fight. Looks like we're doing a pretty good job of that. There goes Magneto. I'm really just trying to pressure these guys back as far as I can so that way they're not pushing objective. I want to try and hold space up here so they don't push up too easily. I want them to fight for the space. They're getting short on time, so I want to stagger them and make their last fight as hard as possible for them. Unfortunately, that's all I'm thinking about here, and I end up dying because I'm up too far.
A nice deep freeze. Down to 30 seconds.
They have 30 seconds and we have a good opportunity to hold them here, so I'm just going to get right back into it, stalling objective. I should have used the cart as cover. I should have played safer. I come here to try and stop them from getting the point. They get it, so we just back off. So I pop Awakening here. I'm up way too far, and yeah, I end up dying. That really is a bad habit that I need to break. I need to be careful and use cover when I pop my Awakening. So I get back, but I'm still just waiting to group up with my team. We're all here, so I go in. Here I'm trying to push the Magneto back so that way he can't make space for his team. My healers saved me, fortunately. I think I definitely went in too deep there again. I go in half health, which is questionable for sure. Agamotto, use my ult. Now they're down a healer. Have to be careful and clean up, and we should have this here. I pop my Awakening for high damage. We start cleaning them up. Getting their Luna out of the fight here is crucial. So now they don't have a healer for this last fight if they do come back to touch. They're not able to, and it looks like we win. Just like that, Diamond won. If you learned anything from this, please let me know in the comments below. If there's anything that you want to know, please let me know and I'll make content for it. This is literally my first video, so things are only going to get better and better from here.